Oh, okay then. Hey besties, it's Nat, aka Newt, back with another Animal Crossing speed build. This is part 2 of a series where I'm renovating this area on my island. As you can see behind me, I did that volleyball court in my last video, link in the card, check it out. And today we are going to be working on Marshall's house, the interior and the exterior. So this is the current exterior that I have for him, and we're just gonna like switch it up a little bit. It's a little old, it's a little tired, and we're gonna make it brand new, just for my best guy, Marshall. So grab yourself something to drink, bestie, and we'll get right into it. Okay, so several things you may have noticed. The first thing is Marshall's house isn't actually here. That is because I moved it in preparation for this build actually many months ago, and I never did it. But now I'm doing it, so that's good. Second thing is it's Thursday, not Wednesday. I was sick this week. I thought it was food poisoning, and it really felt like it was, but I'm pretty sure it was something else because it lasted a little longer than 24 hours. It was more of like a day and a half, almost 2 day type illness. It wasn't COVID. I got tested. Get tested, besties, and get that booster too. Anyways, it wasn't COVID. I'm pretty sure it wasn't food poisoning. I'm pretty sure I know what it was, but it doesn't matter because I'm feeling better now, and I'm able to bring you a video in a semi-timely manner. I did say in my community tab post that I was going to get a build out semi-on time, and I consider this semi-on time. It is this week, so you gotta give me that. I'm just cleaning up this area right now. Speaking of the community tab, that is absolutely the best way to keep track of stuff like when I go live. What you're going to want to do is, if you are subscribed, which, I mean, might as well. I'm pretty fun to be around, obviously, if you're still here a minute and 53 seconds into the video. But yeah, yeah, hit the little bell next to my name and hit all notifications, and then you should be notified every time that I make a community tab post, every time that I make a post saying that I'm going to go live. So you can say alert me when I go live. You have to click separately on the post for the live. YouTube is confusing, and sometimes they just won't give you notifications even if you do all of that stuff. I apologize in advance. That being said, I am planning to go live on Friday. Now, besties, one more quick aside while I knock down one of the few remaining palm trees on my island, and then I'll go back to talking about the actual build. One more quick aside. GameStop betrayed me. I intended to pre-order a physical copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus, okay? Because I don't play around with physical copies of Pokemon games, alright? Anyways, I wanted to pre-order a copy. It wouldn't let me pre-order one that would be shipped to the store, which is very rude. So I ordered one to have it shipped to my house. They said on their website, game could arrive on release day. Okay? I understand that doesn't mean that it will arrive on release day. What I assume that means is that it will ship before release day and arrive at my house sometime between release day and afterwards. I got a notification right after that in an email that said, hey, this is going to ship on release day. As soon as it releases, it'll ship. It's like, no, 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 no. Your website said arrive on release day. Obviously, if something ships before release day and it gets to me after, there's nothing you can really do about that. That's just the nature of things. But if it ships on release day, there's no way it's getting to my house on release day. So you know what, besties? On top of an already terrible week that I was having, Legends Arceus may not arrive on Friday in time for me to stream it on release day. That's fine. I'm still going to stream it. There's nothing you can do about it. Can't stop me. But GameStop will certainly try. Anyways, though, I'm going to put up a poll. I'm probably going to stream a grinding for Nook Miles. So if anyone else is low on Nook Miles ever since the 2.0 update came out, you can hop on stream with me and we can grind together. Or I'll stream Shining Pearl and we'll do the next gym together. So I'll put the poll up on the community tab. Check it out. Let me know. I'll see you guys on Friday. And I'll give you a closer time tomorrow once I've gotten an idea of like whether or not my thing is coming in the mail. Anyways, let's talk about the build, shall we? As you can see, I've done several things. First of all, I'm using this beautiful, stunning, gorgeous white picket fence. Oh, and here we are outside of Marshall's house on the beach. I moved it there, obviously, in preparation for this build many, many months ago, as we discussed, and I'm about to move it. But I used that beautiful white picket fence, and then I layered it with the hedges, and I thought that looked kind of nice. I don't know, it just filled out the space a little bit. Thank you, Tom Nook. Anyways, I used that fence to sort of enclose the yard. I wanted to keep that enclosed yard idea there for him, because Marshall seems like a guy who he wants his own space. Like he wants to own that little area that's just his, and he deserves. So we have that. Here I am placing the house down. I also extended the road slightly. I realized I wanted to extend it farther, like going all the way to the ocean, but then I realized that I had those two rocks there and then I didn't want them to move. I liked having those rocks there. I might move them in the future, but I kind of like having the blue flowers outside of his house, so I think I'm gonna leave it for now. I put his house down, very cute. I did end up changing his exterior, even though I do like his exterior a lot. I just wanted it to fit in with my plans for the neighborhood, I guess. But yes, I put his new house down. And also, okay, the road. I extended the road so I could put a car there to be like Marshall's car that he drove up and parked on the street. That was what I meant to say earlier. Sorry this build is all over the place, but we're going inside now. The inside I did plan out in the Room Sketch app. So helpful. I feel like I talk about that app every time that I do an interior build because it makes it so much easier. You could just go in knowing the basic idea of what you're going to do. But here he is fiddling with his exterior. I wanted it to incorporate the blue color, but I wasn't sure if I wanted it to be in the roof or in the door or both, and I think I ended up going with just the door, and then I had a black roof, but I do like how it looks. I think it's super cute and super beachy. Obviously, we're going for beach house vibes, okay? Marshall's a beach boy. He's also kind of a city boy, and you'll see that with the interior as well. I actually did something kind of experimental with his interior, and I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to regret it later when I'm running out of custom design slots, but for now, it looks super cute and I'm quite pleased with it. But yeah, the outside we're going to work on more later. So you saw in the beginning while I was ranting about GameStop, that is sort of like the bones of the area. And then once I did the house, I wanted to do the exterior before I continued with the outside just so I had an idea of what I was doing. But this is basically meant to be like his picturesque cottage. Like, if he really was a little city boy, he would be renting it out on Airbnb to write his novel and contribute to the decay of the local housing market, So that was basically the vibe we were going for. Obviously, we have the white wood, and then, of course, we have this accent wall where I used this beach wallpaper from Sahara, and then I used these beautiful custom windows, which will have the code down below in the description. Gorgeous. You've probably seen these everywhere because these are the ones with like the door with the balcony outside. I ended up using just the doors and not the rest of the stickers with the balcony, and it kind of looks a little bit weird, but if you think about it, maybe it's just like a tiny balcony and then he just steps off of it onto the sand. That's the vibe that I was going for with this. Like, he steps out onto the balcony with his morning coffee and drinks it, and then he comes back inside and he grabs his laptop and he writes his dumb little screenplay, I feel like that really is Marshall's vibe. And speaking of Marshall's vibe, we're going to try and incorporate a little bit of the stuff that was in his original house. Unfortunately, could not fit the piano, even though, okay, Marshall, I know, loves to cook because he talks about food all the time. And he talks about cooking all the time, and he cooks all the time. But he never once has played that piano. I have not seen him play that piano once. So maybe he's just a poser. But anyways, we wanted to incorporate Marshall's personal style, so I kept the cuckoo clock. I think I changed it to black, though, just to match sort of the black, white, and navy theme we had going on. And I wanted to keep this rug, too, but I ended up switching it out for a different rug just because the color wasn't quite right. But I just wanted to keep, like, a little bit of Marshall in Marshall's house, I kind of want to do that for all their houses, but, it depends. Some of their houses are not giving, so, you do what you can for them. I think I kept a couple of items from Coco's house. Ooh, I kept that, like, those pottery pieces. She already had pottery in her house. See, I'm a genius. Anyways, go check out my Coco build. It's honestly, like, one of my favorite builds I've ever done. I go into Coco's house all the time and just, like, hang out in there because I love it so much. But yeah. Apologies, by the way, if the microphone is weird in this video. The settings got messed up somehow. I don't know what I did, but I'm trying my best to make it work right now, bestie, so bear with me. Anyways, a couple of the items that I knew I wanted to use in this build were that sofa. I thought that the colors were perfect. I just wanted to use lots of like light wood sort of objects to make it feel like breezy and beachy. And then I ended up using a little bit of dark wood just in the bedroom area because I felt like that bed was the best suited to Marshall's personality. And all the other beds, trust me, besties, I struggled for hours in the Room Sketch app looking for a bed for this squirrel. But we found it and we figured it out. I also really wanted him to have a nice kitchen with an espresso machine because Marshall loves to cook and he loves coffee, so I had to have all of those things. And I also included lots of black accents just to make it, I don't know, feel like chic, Like I said, Marshall, he's a little bit of a city boy, so I just wanted all of the decorations to like fit in with his personality. Not just like, he's like, He's not necessarily like a local raised on the island. He's more of like a, he fell in love with it and he moved here, and, he might have fallen in love with some of the residents. I'm not going to say who. You may have seen the beginning of this video. That happened while I was building this. You also may have seen, once again, my community tab post where I exposed Coco and Genji on a date at KK's concert. So that drama happened. If I had Genji's photo, which I don't because he's holding out on me, which is very rude, I would have put it in Marshall's house. I would have put it above the light switch that I'm putting down right now. I would have put it right above that in his kitchen so he can look at Genji while he's working on his dumb little screenplay. But I don't have that. But best believe when I get that photo, I'm putting it in this house. I might do the same for Coco's house. Who knows? And I'm gonna put Coco's photo in Fuchsia's house when I do hers. But yes, he's definitely a move-in. He's not from around here, but he loves the place and he loves the people, and he just wants a comfortable place where he can relax and drink his little coffee and wear his little slippers and just be Marshall and be annoying. Marshall and I have that in common though, so I can't talk. Okay, I think I figured out what was going on with the microphone. Sorry about that. I know that I get a lot of comments saying like I can't tell about your audio issues, but I can tell. So, I just want to make sure that it's good for you guys. But yeah, I switched up the rugs. I wanted that little kitchen rug to match the espresso machine, and so I also used that little circular rug underneath the chairs. They get super cute. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that Marshall's favorite song is KK Swing? I was Googling that in that little pause that you saw there. For those of you who don't know, KK Swing is a song that Coco has playing in her house right now. And it's the song that I have playing in their library. So there's a bit of drama for you. Who would have thought? Marshall. But yeah, we're just about to finish up the build, I think. I was trying to put something up on that wall, but it just wasn't working because of the glow-in-the-dark stickers. But it's fine. Oh yeah, and I changed the clock to black, which matches the frame of the painting and the little plant. And I just think it's so cute. And I add a little cobweb in the corner. I don't think that Marshall's the type of guy who would have cobwebs in his house, but I wanted a little extra decoration up there that didn't really take up too much like visual weight. Like this range hood is doing too much. But the cobweb is nice and subtle. And maybe it's just because he can't reach. He can't reach up there. He's so short. He needs someone nice and tall like Genji to come clean his little kitchen area for him. I think this is pretty much the final layout of the build. Oh yeah, I had to remove that pillar, unfortunately, because his couch was inaccessible. You had to scoot to get over there. And I really wanted him to be able to sit over there and watch TV and read his little fashion magazine. And, I just wanted him to be able to reach all of the areas of the house because it was so open already. It just made sense of like, why not make it accessible for him? And then it's way easier to take cute pictures. Oh yeah, and then I obviously changed the sound of the ocean sounds, very relaxing. And then I shined some things. He was popping in and out of existence. I think I shined the coffee. Obviously, you shine the hot things, besties. You have to remember this. This is the one thing you have to take away from my videos. And we also put the little speech bubble on the TV. And I think that's pretty much it for the inside of Marshall's house. Like I said at the beginning, I feel like I took kind of a risk with doing the whole Windows thing because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, and it takes up a lot of custom design slots, but I am really pleased with how it looks. It's like the perfect vibe that I was going for, and I just love the idea like he can step out and just walk onto the beach, I just think that's so like luxurious and fun for him. But I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the final results, and I hope you guys like it too. But I think we are about to talk to Tom Nook and then head back to the outside and work on that. Oh, he's wearing his baby shirt. Marshall in the corner is wearing his baby shirt. But yes, I think that we're going to do a little bit of work when his house is in its current state, and then we're going to pretty soon time travel a day forward so we can see what the outside looks like. And then we're just going to finish up his beautiful little yard, and it's going to be super duper cute. I was just messing with the shrubs and things. I had to steal a bunch of flowers and shrubs from the woods. We're going to work on the woods, besties. Actually, I wanted to talk about that. I am so sick of building in winter. This build really drove that home for me, that I'm just so sick of building in winter. I struggled so much with the exterior of this house, even though the interior came to me so easily. I'm just sick of winter. And I think that as you guys know, my birthday is coming up. February 13th is my birthday. And I think that after my birthday, I'm going to time travel to Carnival. Or not so Carnival. I mean, it is Carnival. Festival. I'm going to try time travel to Festival. we're going to play Festival, and then I'm going to time travel to spring, and we're just going to be done with winter. I think that's just the best way to go about this, because I don't want to be paused on working on my island any longer. I'm probably going to do a couple of interior builds, either for my villagers or for me, like on my house, and to fill out that time. And obviously we're going to do Happy Home Paradise. Also, I have something in store for you guys. I have mentioned several times that I love The Sims. That shouldn't be a surprise to you. I mean, Animal Crossing and The Sims, I feel like the community has a lot of overlap. But yes, I'm a big fan of The Sims. And when I was sick, and I was also just like not feeling well, just like emotionally this past weekend, I started playing The Sims 4 again, and I was having a lot of fun. And you might see some Sims 4 soon on the channel. I'm just saying, just be on the lookout. It's coming. I keep saying that, but like actually this time I like really mean it. It's actually coming. We may even play some older Sims games in the future. Not right now, obviously, but, you know, be on the lookout for some Sims 2. Can I just say, Juno Birch recently posted a new Sims video. If you guys are Sims fans and you're not watching Juno Birch, I don't know what you're doing, but she recently posted a new Sims video after not posting one for a while, and then I watched that, and then I like went and rewatched all of her old ones oh my god, I love those videos so much. That's what kept me going while I was sick this week, besties. Juno Birch playing The Sims 2. Speaking of shoutouts, it's time to do another Black Femme acnh creator shout out. This week I want to shout out Cocoa Beans. I've been following them for a while. I originally found them through List the Last. Shout out to List the Last as well. But they are a super incredible island creator. They've created so many incredible dream addresses. They've done post-apocalyptic, like cyberpunk. They've done like a Japanese themed island. Right now they're working on a space theme, like a moon themed island, and it looks so cool. So shout outs to Jay, shout outs to Cocoa Beans, go give them a follow, go tour their dream addresses. Also, if there is a Black Femme creator in the Animal Crossing space that you want me to shout out on the channel, please feel free to DM me or leave a comment. I love discovering new people, and I can't just know everyone. I'm shy. We've discussed this before. I just can't know everybody on Earth, and I want to know more people. So let me know if there's anyone you think I should shout out on this little segment of the show that we do. While I was saying all of that, the outside of the build has sort of taken shape. I now realize I should have moved his house one space over to the left because I couldn't put the fence leading up to his house. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It's fine. I really struggled with this exterior. Like I said, building in winter, not my strong point, as we are all aware by now. I also just generally struggled with item placement for doing this exterior. I don't know why. There were some items that I knew I wanted to include, that whether they were like from the original build, like the bonsai tree table or whatever it is. I wanted to include that. Or if there were new items, like I really wanted to include the bistro table, and I also later added in the bird bath as well. That was another item that was sort of on my list. There were some items where I don't know what to put here, and I ended up just filling it with blue flowers. I'm like, you know what? I know Marshall likes blue. I imagine he would have. I think Marshall's yard should be about him showing off. Like, I don't see Marshall as a very outdoorsy person, but I do think that he would like want his yard to look nice so that he could hang out in it and like be seen. You know what I mean? So I wanted him to have a place to sit and enjoy his coffee and like read his little magazines. I wanted him to have all of his vehicles, like his bike and his little car. I wasn't really sure about what other hobbies to really put in the yard area. Like Kiki has like a lawnmower because she's a little butch and she's outdoorsy. And Fuchsia actually likes gardening, like she genuinely likes flowers, so I'm gonna have a nice garden for her. But Marshall doesn't really seem like a gardener in that way, you know? So I didn't want to have a lawnmower. I didn't want to have like a gardening manual or like a what's it called? What's the thing you water flowers with? A watering can. Oh my god. A watering can. My body is still not fully healed. My brain, absolutely not. And I was just adjusting this area. I think I put a bus stop here in the end and it looks super cute. But yes, I wasn't really sure what to put that would like fit his personality. Because he's not mask enough to have a lawnmower. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. But I definitely wanted him to have like something in his yard that like fit his personality. So I ended up having that bird bath, which matches the other squirrel on my island, Pecan. They're friends, unfortunately, for everyone because they're bullies. Um, but I ended up having that, and I just filled it with flowers because I'm like, you know what? Marshall wants to show off. He has all these beautiful flowers in his yard. I don't know if he takes care of them or if he hires someone to take care of them, but they're there and they look good. Speaking of looking good, crafting this wooden storage shed was the absolute biggest L that I took when making this build because I ended up not using it. For those of you who don't know, the wooden storage shed takes 30 of each type of wood and then 10 iron nuggets, which is ridiculous. So that's why I'm thinking about doing a grinding stream because I don't just need miles. I need materials after that, besties. I ended up not using it. I ended up just using a storefront that I stole from Bob's house, and I extended the side of his house, and it looks great. So I don't know what I was thinking. Goofy, whatever. But I put the bird bath, super duper cute. I ended up moving the bike to the front of his yard, and I put some like bike tracks, and I have his flowers, and it's sort of like a little bit unkempt, but for the most part, it's put together like Marshall, a little bit unkempt, but mostly put together in public at least. Once again, could also easily apply to me as well. You're gonna watch me struggle with this area for a minute, besties. Like I said, did not come easily to me. It's such a small, narrow area, but I just really love that cute little alleyway. I love creating little alleyways. It's just so fun. And I'm so excited to see the way that it looks when I like get out of winter and I change the pavement back to my normal like brown brick pavement as opposed to this lighter colored brick that I switched it to for wintertime. And yeah, I did think about giving him a Vespa, but I just don't think that I had the space. I don't think I kept it. Yeah, no, I didn't keep the Vespa. I did keep that street lamp though, I remember that, and I definitely did not keep this puddle or this faucet thing. Did not keep those. Like I said, Marshall, he's not actually doing yard work. No offense to him, but I know that man too well. And I think now that we've popped this balloon, we're gonna cut to sunset. Actually, I had just come out of Marshall's house because, I time traveled to sunset to see if he would be inside so I could take video of him inside his house. And when I went inside, he was asleep, standing up, wearing his little dreamy sweatshirt, and it was so cute. So you're gonna see B-roll of that at the end. Get excited. But yes, as you can see, that the what's it called? The storefront looks way better. I hid the seam in between the house and the storefront with the street lamp, and I added a flower just to fill out the space a little bit because I couldn't really put anything else over there, and I think it balances out all the pops of blue from the other flowers. And this is when it was starting to like actually come together, and I think I stole some more flowers. Ooh, did you see that Joy-Con drift a second ago? My left Joy-Con has been drifting so badly recently, and it's starting to even affect Animal Crossing, which is like, it's one thing when I'm like, it's drifting and I'm playing like a game where it actually matters where I'm moving, like if I'm playing Mario Kart, or if I'm playing Hades or something, but Animal Crossing, it never used to bother me. Now though, when I'm like trying to pick stuff up or dig things up or any of that, so annoying. But yes, the space, we're filling out the space. I stole some flowers. I stole some more wheat fields from Bob's house. If there's a message you get from this video, it's steal things from Bob's house when you're trying to do a build, because I didn't feel like time traveling anymore, so I wasn't going to do it. Oh yeah, I feel like the sunset time just like reignited my creativity for this. Like I said, I've been having a lot of builder's block recently, especially because of the winter months. It's not been kind to my creativity in terms of Animal Crossing, but I feel like once I time traveled to like the gorgeous sunset, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing now, and I moved to the beach. Now, this beach area has been there for him for a while. It actually used to look different, but I've always sort of had a beach picnic for him because he's a beach boy and he has waterfront property, and, you know, he's going to have a little beach setup. So we have this blanket here, and I just wanted to fill it out with some, like, cute, small little items that just, like, it's just like a place for him to come chill. So I put on Drive-In on the radio, and I think I switched that out for one of those circular mats that you sit on, just so it blended in with the blanket a little bit better. And I have his little switch, his switch light, and I gave him some boba, and it just looks super cute. Here I am filling it out with some more flowers just to make it feel a little bit more filled in. And I switched out the GameCube spiral thing with this track from the bicycle, and we're almost at the end of the build. I think off camera, I also may have put a fire hydrant next to Marshall's car just to fill out that area as well. I thought about putting stack of newspapers over there as well, but I ended up not having it in my inventory, and I just felt like the fire hydrant fit better. Also, I think it's funny that Marshall would do like a parking violation like that. Like, you're not supposed to park in front of a fire hydrant, Marshall. That's illegal. You're going to jail. Jail for Marshall. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I just had the best idea. Since Marshall is going to be asleep during the outro, should I do the outro really quietly so we don't wake him up? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do a really quiet outro. I'm feeling at the beach right now, and actually like I said, I really like how it turned out. I'm quite pleased with the wheat field object, which I cannot escape from no matter how hard I try. But yeah, I think this is the end of the build. We're here. Okay, besties. Now that we're at the end of the build, I have to be quiet because Marshall is going to be asleep. Okay, besties, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'll be streaming on Friday. Be on the lookout for an announcement of the time. It'll probably be later though, because I'll be waiting patiently for Legends Arceus to not arrive in the mail. Also be on the lookout for a poll about what I should stream, but it's probably going to be a grinding stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you liked this video, and leave a comment. But leave a quiet comment so that you don't wake up Marshall. Look how dumb he looks in his shirt. I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't laugh at him while he's asleep. Okay, thank you all so much for watching, besties. I'll see you all again on Saturday. Bye.